yeah, they just cut his health care off like that.
In 1987, Diana's parents applied for refugee status in Canada, where she and her 2 siblings were born. In the late 1990s, Diana's father was refused a work permit, making him undocumented, even though the government admitted he was unable to be deported. He was in a state of complete limbo, without legal status or access to services. 2 decades later, he became sick.
I was 22, 23 when I had to start advocating for him and try to, get everybody to start helping him. For a couple years, we had no answers at all. Yeah. Everybody was saying, no, we've never heard of this before. We don't know how to help your dad. Not even government officials knew what to do with my dad. They just said, he's in limbo, too bad, so sad. Which I found to be ridiculous because they're the policymakers. And I was just stressed out, trying to graduate university, trying to work full-time or part-time, and also trying to help my dad at the same time. It felt like it was 3 full-time jobs, plus my family didn't know how to help me, so I felt really alone. And then finally, eventually somebody got back to me and said, okay, we can issue you a 3-month interim federal health certificate. And so we got that, and I was so thankful for the 3 months. We actually got his a proper diagnosis. So he did have cancer, and he had also COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. He was very sick. And I think with that we were able to, at the BC Cancer Agency, we were able to get him a couple treatments of radiation, and then finally they announced the federal cuts. Jason Kenney announced that they were going to be cutting all the refugee health across Canada. And my dad still needed the services, right? At one point my dad heard, on the news that inmates in prisons get medical help. He was like, I'm just gonna do something drastic. Maybe I'll get placed in there and then maybe I'll get help. I'm like, Dad, you're being crazy. But that's how crazy we got. Yeah, I couldn't leave anywhere, I couldn't do anything. It just felt like he was a criminal, trapped in a country where he paid taxes, where his three kids were born, where he worked, where he lived for most of his life. If we had gotten the proper medical attention, at a time when I was trying to fight for him, when the immigration with the government, Canadian government, was basically shunning him, he could have gotten the help he needed and he probably would have been still be okay. He passed away last January, so January 2014. Yeah. I feel like I feel like a big part of it was, the Canadian government that really killed my dad.
Cuts to the interim federal health program drastically reduce refugee access to basic health care and remove all health coverage for many refugees. While cutting life-saving health care and over $53 million from immigrant services, immigration enforcement spending rose by $107 million between 2010 and 2013.
Yeah, this is a photo of me and my dad. This was his last, it would have been his last birthday. We took him to Cultus Lake that day. It was nice and sunny. It's probably one of his happiest moments. I miss him a lot. I miss him every day. I don't want this to happen to anybody else, like it did to my family.